Hello Internet, so nice to see you. The augmented chord is the least used triad. The other triads are major, minor, and diminished. And unjustly so, because the augmented chord sounds amazing if you know how to use it. The problem is that there are very few resources out there on how to use the augmented chord. I mean, there are resources, but somehow they are always relegated in the last chapter of the book or in the last 2 minutes of the video. I think the augmented chord deserves a better place. Now, a student asked me how you can use an augmented chord in a pop song, so in a way that it sounds good and not just strange or unsettling. I've answered him with 3 different ways of using the augmented chord, and we're gonna see them right now.
How do I use augmented chords in like modern rock and pop music, let's say?
I have no memory of a pop song using an augmented chord. Doesn't mean it's possible, and doesn't mean there are not. Okay, after all, I like pop, but not as much as listening to pop all the time. Okay, you guys may find something, but that's okay. Let me answer this, not only for augmented chords, but for other chords too. Then maybe we can specify to augmented chords. But the thing is, how does an augmented chord sound to you? Does it sound relaxed or tense?
Tense.
Okay, that was a rhetorical question, and thank you for answering the right thing. Okay, it sounds tense. It's because by itself it sounds alien. Okay, which, by the way, would be great for an introduction, for instance. Okay, it's used in movies exactly for that reason, because you know something is wrong here, no? Okay, it's a tense chord. Okay, tension chords are used best, most of the time, at the end of your sections. So, at the end of the verse, at the end of the chorus, at the end of the bridge. Why? Because this tension means that the section is ending. Okay, it's breaking up, and now you need to introduce something new. So, if I had to put an augmented chord somewhere inside the song in a functional way, I will put it at the end of a verse or chorus or bridge. Now, if you're going to find songs that use augmented chords, you're typically going to find them in the 7th chord form, not in the triad form. Typically, okay, again, I'm sure you guys can Google everything you want, okay? But what's going to happen is that the chord will be functionally a 5th chord. Okay, so okay, 1, 4, 5, 1, or whatever, okay? And this 5th chord will go back to 1. Okay, so and then you're gonna have that's a G7 with a sharp 5. So it's an augmented with a 7th. Okay, you can take out with the 7th. You can use it as an alteration of the 5th chord of the key and go into the 1st, or wherever the 5th chord normally go. If you know how to do deceptive resolution, you can do this with the augmented chord too. The little trick you need to make sure you do to make this chord work is to resolve that note. So in this situation, if I play the 7th chord is G, B, D sharp, F. Okay. The strange note is the D sharp. This D sharp note, being a sharp note, tend to resolve up. Occasionally you can resolve it down, but typically it resolves up. So the next chord must contain an E note, like C, or A minor, or F major 7, but that's a bit further away. Okay. Another possibility is to use an augmented chord as a passing chord between a major chord and its relative minor. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna get a C major. The relative minor of C major is A minor, right? So I'm doing this. I'm playing C major. I'm raising the G to a G sharp, having a G, creating a C augmented. And then the G sharp to an A, creating an A minor. Okay, if I put this note at the top, we can hear it better. You've heard this one. Okay. You can also do the opposite. I prefer it going up usually, but going down, it's gonna be these though. So I'm gonna keep the bass of A going down, but going up is more typical, okay? Okay, this is not a new idea. You guys may associate with some pop jazz, typically 70s, okay? But the idea came at least at the time of Liszt's, okay? At least. I'm not sure somebody else used it before. Okay, so I'm just sliding this G, G sharp, A note, keeping everything the same, and the chord goes from C to A minor, okay? And you can do this in the key to go from any major chord to its relative minor. If the major chord is in the key, the relative minor is in the key too.
If you like those sounds and you want to see more about all these augmented chord and extended chord and strange chord that you can make sound good in any context you want, so that you can compose the music you want in the style you want, and you can make all those chords work for you and your music, then I recommend my course, Complete Chord Mastery. Complete Chord Mastery, it's not a book. It's a complete video course that takes you from the basics up. We do everything you need to know about harmony and chords on your guitar. All the theory is done straight on the fretboard. There is no theory for the sake of theory here. Everything is immediately practical, and everything is developed through exercises, so you know how to apply these immediately on your guitar. If you have just a minute, click on the link on the top right to check out Complete Chord Mastery. If you like this video, smash on that like button and don't forget to subscribe and click on notification, otherwise YouTube will not let you know when I put up a new video. And if you have any comment, feedback, suggestions, write them down in the comment. I enjoy reading from you and I make videos on your suggestions. This is Tommaso Zillia of musictheoryforguitar.com, and until next time, enjoy!